everything that we've been through in the past few years, just being in theaters is like such a big thing. And that too with the biggest comedy franchise. And when I was coming on board also, because मैंने ऐसा कुछ काम किया नहीं पहले. Like I haven't done comedy like this, na. And I mean, of course, Jacqueline and Aki, Abhishek, all these guys are pros. Ritesh, oh my God, Shreyas, Johnny sir, Chunky, they are like stalwarts, yeah. They're like, they blink and do comedy and it lands, you know.
Yeah.
So I was very nervous. Haji told me this when I went for my first meeting, and he told me that yours was the first name that Tarun took, you know, and yours was the first name, of course, besides the main cast. I feel, Esha, that, you know, sometimes you just have to be lucky. Like, actors really depend on directors, writers probably, कि वो आपको सोचें, कुछ अलग सोचें आपके लिए. Example, I always say this, that nobody could have imagined, like Farah did, that I could do a song like I Want Just You in that Joker film. I don't think anyone would have imagined. I do get affected very easily by what people think of my work, you know. So I do take it very seriously. If somebody says कि काम अच्छा नहीं किया, क्या like character में बैठी नहीं या कुछ, you know, ऐसा कुछ अगर तो मुझे बहुत feel होता है, and I take it very seriously and I would want to work on it. You know, Akshay on set was one of the most secure actors. He would constantly be thinking, you know, give Chunky a line or give this one a line, Abhishek a line. So secure, so helpful to improve the scene. And if you see the film, he's there, but it's not like he's hogging the limelight. Everybody's film, you know. There are lines that everyone has. I guess I can say it now, and because Kangana said it herself, that Gangster was the film that had come to me. And this is way back when I met Anurag. I still remember at Marriott. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'd really like to go back and see Desi Boys. That was my first big commercial film. And I want to go and tell myself to take it easy, don't get so nervous. I didn't know how to dance. Akshay was so good and he was spinning me around and picking me up and doing all that. And I was so awkward, like I didn't even know how to touch his face. I still remember I went into the van and I started to practice touching the face because I was just awkward even doing that.
Hello everyone, welcome to Varinder Chawla Presents the Headline and the Byline podcast with me, Hesha. Today I'm in conversation with an actress I feel who was named the national crush before the term even national crush was coined for anybody. She's admired not just by men but also the women of our country, known for her looks and of course her incredible talent. I'm super happy to be yet again joined by none other than Chitrangada Singh. Hi!
Oh my God. That was some introduction, Hesha. It's so kind of you. Thank you.
You know, every time I meet you, I tell you this because every single time, whether it's this year or the year before or the year before that, you just keep looking stunning, Chitrangada. It's just like, wow, she's just killing it with every passing day. And congratulations, because we're obviously here to celebrate Houseful 5's success.
Yes.
Wow, how are
I
you
know.
feeling in and basking in all of this that's happening? Theatrical release.
Yeah, I mean, imagine that's become a bit of a rarity, you know, because of everything that we've been through in the past few years. Just being in theaters is like such a big thing.
Yeah.
And that too with the biggest comedy franchise and then Aki and the biggest producer, Sajid's doing the biggest films for the longest time and the biggest star cast, I believe none of the households have had such a huge star cast. No. So there was a lot of pressure, honestly, and I'm so glad all the pressure is like off now.
For sure.
Because it's doing really well.
Yeah.
So it's been great.
And all to Chitrangada fans, please go watch 5B. Without giving too much away, I'm just saying 5B.
I think, yes, you might like 5B. So please try 5B.
Wow. Okay, you know, I'm very curious since now most of it is out for everybody to know. But when the climax of the second part was shot, the 5B, did you know about all of this like right from the time you were first casted, or did it like happen eventually?
Well, in the beginning, as I came on board, it was Maya's character was something which was going to stand out in the sense, of course, there is Houseful the way it is. There's a certain format at which, you know, there's the three girls and these are the three couples that we have. So that's obviously going to stay there. But then there was this character that was introduced, which was, I was told, eventually going to be part of the twists and turns, and what was going to make this Houseful 5 stand apart from the others was that this was not just a comedy, and like they're saying, it's a killer comedy.
Yeah.
So that the twists and turns that came is what Maya was going to be part of. So which I thought was very interesting. क्योंकि एक तो मैंने कभी कॉमेडी नहीं की, you know, मैंने ये genre मैंने कभी try नहीं किया, and then to come and be part of that and then do something different, you know, within that, I thought it'll be exciting. And of course, matlab, it was written as we went along, and changes keep happening. Like they say, the script is alive, you know. So Farhad and Sajid were working on it constantly. So all changes. When also, I think when you're writing a thriller, there's always so much that's happening as you're shooting the film, you know. So that kept happening as well. So yeah, that's how it came
That's
about.
how it happened, yeah.
Yeah.
Because hey, it's true, you know, the other three girls also, everybody's done a great job,
Of
right?
course, yeah.
But your role was very different from each of theirs as well. And that's exciting to have something which is a part of an ensemble cast. And 15 people, like I'm meeting Tarun right after I'm doing this
Oh,
podcast with
really?
you.
Okay.
And I'm going to exactly ask him this question. 15 people casting is easy, but then to get them handling and making sure that everybody's, how do I say, they do justice to the parts and screen space is properly divided by all, right? Like, did you have those doubts as well in your head?
Definitely. I mean, when I was coming on board also, because मैंने ऐसा कुछ काम किया नहीं पहले. Like I haven't done comedy like this, na. And I mean, of course, Jacqueline and Aki, Abhishek, all these guys are pros. Ritesh, oh my God, Shreyas, Johnny sir, Chunky, they are like stalwarts. Yeah, they're like, matlab, they blink and do comedy and it lands, you know.
Yeah.
So I was very nervous. Of course, I was worried, but I mean, you're meeting Tarun next.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just so thankful that he thought of me. Because I don't think I would have ever imagined myself in Houseful. I think a lot of people would have not imagined me in Houseful.
Yeah.
So it's a little surprise cast, I think, and I want to thank Tarun for that. Because Sajid told me this when I went for my first meeting, and he told me that yours was the first name that Tarun took, you know, and yours was the first name, of course, besides the main cast, you know, when they were looking, besides who have been part of Houseful, he put your name up. And he's like, I kept thinking, इसने तो कभी ऐसा काम ही नहीं किया है, ये इसमें कैसे fit होगी, क्या होगा? And in fact, instead of Maya, he called it Chitra. The name of the character was called Chitra. They later called it Maya. So I really think it's very, I don't know how he thought of me, but I want to thank him for thinking of me to do this part, because I loved it. Yeah, it was.
I think he wanted to add the killer to the comedy, so he got you to make it a killer comedy.
The killer comedy. Yeah,
Pun intended in all ways.
Oh, right. Thank you. Thank
but
you.
Have you've played a character that's named Maya before, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Inkar was the film I played Maya Luthra in that. Yes.
One of my favorite films of Chitrangada has to be Inkar. I think वो time ही ऐसा था, वो दौर ही ऐसा था, and to live that corporate girl life and actually depicting it was like, oh my God, she's done it so well.
It was amazing, and we also got a lot of, so Sudhir at that time was also spending a lot of time with ad people. So the guy who was heading Grey at that time, the ad agency Grey, right? He was with him, a friend of his was around with us all the time. So I spoke to him so much about what goes on, what is the culture, how free are they, what is the body language, and does this really happen? And it happens, you know, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
So he told me a lot about, you know, it was a good time, just like you just said, wo daur alag tha, sach mein. I think, I don't know how, but it was a different time.
Yeah.
There was something about it.
There was. Also, that Maya ka fashion vis-a-vis this Maya ka fashion, like it's two completely polar opposite things. I mean, we've seen you play that Maya with like boho jewelry and everything, and you're like all chicked out with the...
Very corporate, very serious, and this Maya is... She's Houseful ki Maya. That's Inkar.
वो तो होना ही चाहिए.
Mishra's Maya. This is Tarun's Maya. I think it's literally, that's the difference. Yes.
Do you also get actively involved in the way each of your characters are looking? Like, are you that involved in the, you know, let's say the vanity aspect of things as well?
See, again, I think for this one, I was totally up to the director because he was styling everybody. He really knew what the palette is, what the color palette is, what are the looks, how hot is which girl, and what is she going to be like. Like Nargis is different and Jacqueline is different, and I would be very different. I think he was very clear about that. Even the hair that I had cut, and I remember Tarun, Tarun actually came to the hairstylist when I was getting my hair chopped because my hair was long. And he said, I want it right up to the collarbone. I'm like, but collarbone to bahut chota hai. It's like, no, I want it till the collarbone. And so I was like, acha thoda kam kara. Like, thoda, I'll leave it slightly longer. And maybe, he'll be okay with it. But then I land up for my haircut and he's sitting there before me. And I'm like, Tarun, why are you here? He's like, I want to make sure that it's still the collarbone. And I was like, oh my God. And then the hair went cut, like it was really short. So yeah, I think he just had it so clear in his head what he wanted every character to look like. And I think it really helped my character because I hadn't gone that short. So it would have just looked like any other character for me if I had gone long and kept my regular, So I think he made me look a certain way and look like a character, So yeah, I give it to him, really, Tarun.
Also, 2025 has been great. Started off with Khaki, a show that got so much love on OTT, and then there is a theatrical release as well.
Yes.
I feel you did live up to what we spoke last. Like, you're going to see a lot of me this year for sure, and we are.
Oh yeah, I did say that, right?
I miss seeing you so much. And you're just like, yeah, but you're going to see me more. And
yeah. No, I'm so happy. And I'm also so happy to have done such different work.
Yeah.
Because Khaki was so different.
So different.
The whole setup, the people, the everything was so different.
Yeah.
And then Houseful, just the directors, the genre, the kind of people that I'm working with, so different. And then in between, I also went and did Raat Akeli Hai with Hani Trihan and Nawaz. That was completely different. So yeah, I really feel like this is probably my best year so far to have, jumped from one to the other and got a chance to work with such different people. So it's been amazing. Yeah, touch wood.
Touch wood. But also, I feel in a probably an industry jab actors box ho jate hai, you've been lucky to have sort of worked with a whole wide range of people, like even directors, not just actors specifically. And I think very important hota hai eventually, right?
Very true.
The kind of makers that you're sort of working with. And I feel those opportunities come to you when probably you're either hungry, I feel like attracts like, or you attract what you really want. Or maybe there is an eye that somebody had for the roles that you've done.
I feel, Isha, that, sometimes you just have to be lucky. Like actors really depend on directors, writers probably.
Yeah.
कि वो आपको सोचें, कुछ अलग सोचें आपके लिए. Can imagine you, like for example, I always say this, that nobody could have imagined, like Farah did, that I could do a song like I Want Just You in that Joker film. I don't think anyone would have imagined.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes, the creative people, you're lucky enough to get somebody to think of you out of the box. Every actor can change, I mean, after all, that's what we do. We all are actors, But for somebody to be able to imagine you in that is what I think we're all waiting, praying, and please think of something different, So yeah, I would say I've been lucky and I'm waiting to get luckier and do something different again.
Yeah, for sure. People view Chitrangada as enigmatic. How do you think you view yourself?
I like the idea. Oh, she's so mysterious and enigmatic. I don't know. I just feel, I think I'm very passionate about what I do for sure. And it comes from the heart. I feel whatever that I do. So sometimes people say, "Arey, zyada kaam nahi karti hai," or maybe she thinks, "Oh, she's so difficult" or something. It's not that. I think I'm just honest about how I feel. I'm very passionate about what I do. So मैं शायद से कुछ ज़्यादा ही उसमें घुस जाती हूँ, and I feel like इसको ऐसे करे. I get very excited about things. So I don't know, enigmatic, mysterious. I don't know what to call myself. I think I don't know. Is that how it is?
Yeah, it is how it is. Can I tell you why I asked you this question? I feel sometimes the most beautiful and attractive women also go through their own set of body image issues and insecurities.
I second guess a lot of things. I am impulsive. I think I'm extremely passionate. I'm also more emotional than I think I'd want to be about things. And I do get affected very easily by what people think of my work, you know. So I do take it very seriously. If somebody says कि काम अच्छा नहीं किया, क्या like character में बैठी नहीं या कुछ, ऐसा कुछ अगर तो मुझे बहुत feel होता है, and I take it very seriously and I would want to work on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, all that is true. I don't know. I think I'm a bit of an introvert. It comes across as being mysterious maybe. I definitely am a bit of an introvert.
Introverted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, you said that you are somebody who's very involved. मतलब आपको questions होते होंगे. I'm sure when something comes to you, you don't just say yes to it without having your doubts clarified, right? But then why is it that when women have questions, women have opinions, women have some point of view to put, we're considered to be difficult, or even if there are some demands that we have, why not? It's okay, right? What's your point of view on these things?
I think it should be okay. An actor is an actor. Male, female,
Doesn't
shouldn't
matter. Yeah.
As a director, if I was a director, I mean, I'm just imagining, you know, I would be very happy if my actor is so excited and so, you know, involved and invested in the script. So I have met, like Sudhir, for example, and I always say this, he let me write a scene in Inkar because I was having, ki aisa kar sakte hain, maybe this is how the girl is feeling, this is what she's going through, where she confronts Arjun in the washroom, that scene. So I think I've been lucky enough to also have directors who are excited. But yes, sometimes I guess some like to work with their own thought process. I would say it's always better if it's more collaborative.
Yeah.
मुझको ऐसा लगता है कि फिर you keep the whole team excited. But having said that, sometimes I suppose some directors don't enjoy that, which is okay because all directors, उनको पता है कि what's the bigger picture, where is everybody's graph going. Sometimes if you have too many suggestions also, ना, वो time waste है, like because then he's too busy trying to explain to you that this doesn't work.
True.
So there has to be a line that needs to be drawn. There has to be a sufficient amount of investment that an actor can have. Beyond that, director it is, you know, really. I mean, I've come to a point where I feel कि जो बड़ी picture है, वो सिर्फ director को पता है क्या हो रहा है. On set, you may feel one day this, that, but he knows the edit table, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, like for example, Tarun, for this Houseful, there were so many actors and everybody wants to improvise and everyone has a suggestion, you know, it's possible. But he was so clear about what will work, what will not work. So that was so important that you don't, you know, like, matlab, usko aap, you'll drown him with suggestions. So that's not possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah.
Or secure hona bhi bahut important, especially when you have a film with so many cast members.
Very important.
Yeah, you have to sort of trust and go
like
with the flow.
Is what I felt, you know, Akshay on set was one of the most secure actors. He would constantly be thinking, you know, give Chunky a line or give this one a line, Abhishek a line, ye kar le, ye, you know, constantly. I mean, I'm not, you know, trying to flatter him or anything. I've known him for many years now. But I was amazed to see him be so kind, so secure, so helpful to improve the scene. And if you see the film, he's there, but it's not like he's hogging the limelight. Everybody's film, you know. There are lines that everyone has. So yeah, it's just amazing to work with actors like this.
Sure.
Lovely. Yeah.
Also your chemistry with Akshay Kumar. Let's talk about that too. All the way from Desi Boys, Tujhse Mohabbat Ho Gayi, Allah Maaf Kare. How can we forget that song, you know? Vis-a-vis now, like how has that equation grown and evolved through the years, both on and off screen?
I think we've become like good friends now. You know, it's very easy for me to say, suppose he says that he feels like I'm not feeling comfortable in a dress. He is friends enough to come and tell me, go change na if you don't think it's comfortable. Or suppose I feel like, acha, yahan pe ye line, is it looking too much? Do you think I should? So he'll very comfortably, you know, tell me that whatever that he thinks is right or not right, or don't do too much, or stay in character. So he's always
like him.
He's very he's like a friend. I mean, I really don't have to think even twice before picking up the phone and asking him something. Or like I was nervous about the film, ki kya chal raha hai, kya nahi chal raha hai. So he would tell me, you know, like this is what's happening, or 5AB, all of that. So I really like a feedback from him also because he's so much experience, you know. Yeah, it's been lovely. I mean, I wish we get to work together again. It's just we're playing catch and catch on set. So that's who he is. That it's just always fun to have him around.
Yeah. And it's also good to see when you're like together. Even when you did this small cameo in Khel Khel mein, I was like, oh yeah, Chitrangada Akshay, this is cute, this is nice. Like,
it was lovely. It was a very short one, but I think it got a lot of love.
It did.
From the fans, his fans.
That's true. I think that's also because both of you all together have given us such an iconic song, jo ab tak itna viral hai.
They ran like a 5-second song at the back, I think, like a soundtrack.
That the tune of it.
I think that just suddenly connected everything. So yeah, I think it's a very strong memory.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, if I were to ask you, because you've completed so many years in the industry now, congratulations on that as well. Like, ऐसे होता है ना, 1 decade हो गया, फिर 2 decade.
Like that, because I've done such less work, Hisha, मुझे ऐसा लगता ही नहीं कि इतना time हो गया, you know. But yeah, it's
But I'm going to say this क्योंकि हमने इस बारे में बात की थी. I said that I think you always say this, that you've done such less work, but I feel you've still been relevant through the number of projects that you've done. छोटे कम doesn't matter.
yeah.
I feel that love has come your way.
I've been very lucky, I have to say, such way. And because most of my work is not even very commercial. A lot of my work has been, I don't want to call it parallel cinema, but yeah, it's not been the absolute mainstream work.
Yeah. Especially back in the day, it was called art cinema or parallel cinema.
Yeah,
Correct.
or parallel cinema, right?
Right.
So I think for it to still stay relevant and more relevant now, probably, in some ways than it was back then, is I just feel so lucky, really. And I feel it's a lot to do with the writing, I was lucky enough to find good writing, good characters that were given to me.
Yeah.
To work with Irfan, Arjun, KK Menon, all these people in my first film.
Yeah.
It's just been very lucky to be part of these projects. And yeah, like I said, I just hope that we keep getting luckier and, get to work with, get to different work.
Yeah,
different
true.
work. Yeah.
Are you at this point in your career comfortable probably pitching yourself for a particular role if you know that there is casting happening?
Absolutely. All the time. I don't think I'll ever feel shy कि नहीं मैं कॉल नहीं कर सकती. क्यों नहीं कर सकते? मतलब जो काम आपको करना है, I'm very comfortable saying that I would love to work with you. Please think of me. This excites me. Like, I still call Vishal Bhardwaj. I still call him every now and then. I called him the other day and he was traveling to, I think, Istanbul somewhere. He was in the flight. He was like, मैं call करता हूँ, I'm on flight or something. Yeah. I still call him because I still really want to work with Vishal. And he says the same thing, but somehow कुछ हुआ नहीं. I'd call people all the time. Yes. Yeah.
I also feel that you'd be a great fit for an Anurag Basu film also. It's just something that's in my head, and I thought I'll mention it to you.
Yeah, Anurag. I mean, I love his work. Yeah. Yes, Anurag would be. In fact, I guess I can say it now, and because Kangana said it herself, that Gangster was the film that had come to me.
Yeah.
And this is way back when I met Anurag. I still remember at Marriott, and it's just I don't know.
Can I tell you something?
Didn't work out.
More power to you, because you've had Chalte Chalte also and Gangster, two very big projects, and I still feel irrespective, you're somebody who does not have any regrets per se, because you were clear that this is my priority at that time, which is maybe your family, your personal life, vis-a-vis work, and now you know what exactly you want to focus on. So that's a great way to look at things also, rather than sulking and victimizing yourself. You don't do
not
that.
At all. Yeah. Not at all. क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगता है अगर आज भी ऐसा same situation में, if I am family-wise or personal life and whatever, I would still choose that over this, because it's just the kind of person I am. I'll be so unhappy working that I'll just mess up everything.
Yeah.
So I'd rather fix what I need to fix first and then come back and do. Like, I feel I'm in a really good space for the last few years, and I'm enjoying everything that I'm doing. And I think it shows in your work. You can't be unhappy in work, You'll make everyone miserable around you.
That's true.
So there's no point,
Sure. Can I ask you a personal question? I want to know, has your definition of mom guilt evolved over the years? Like, initially, because when I talk to my mom right now, I'm 35. So when I'm talking to my mom, so she tells me a 20-year-old, my mother, her guilt was to be there for me emotionally and physically, although she was working herself. And she's like, now, if I look back, I was oscillating between whether should I, give you and afford great stuff for you, which is monetary-wise, or like, be there for you emotionally. So I was like, where are you right now? She's like, now my guilt is evaporated. She was like, but 20 mein ye tha, 40 mein ye hua, 30 mein ye tha. It just kept changing. So I wanted to ask you basis that. Where are you with it?
See, I mean, you're right. There is a very big thing called mom guilt. Yeah. It's got nothing to do with how much money you're making. It's all about the time you spend with your child, right? I still have it now and then. He's grown up, and now I look at childhood pictures and I'm like, I wish I'd spend more time. There's always that thing, like the time doesn't come back.
Yeah.
So the guilt it's not, I don't know if it's guilt, I don't know what it is, but it always stays. But I think even if a mother was there the whole time, she'd still be crying ki are yaar ye kya, he was so small and cute, and I would, you know, stay with him, and or the kid would stay with you. Now they don't have time for you.
Now they have no time.
That will always be there. You miss them. You miss that time, that first time, that feeling of being, you know, that it's the most beautiful feeling. I guess there's always that.
Yeah, for sure. So what I do want to ask you is that now, given the body of work that you've done over the years, if you could revisit any of your sets as a pure observer, which set would you pick? What would you observe? What would you probably do even differently if you had that opportunity?
Oh my God. If I had to go back and observe, I'd really like to go back and see Desi Boys. That was my first big commercial film. And I want to go and tell myself to take it easy, don't get so nervous. And I honestly thought I was pathetic in the film.
Oh, no.
While I was shooting it, I'm like, I would be so bad because I'm not a commercial film actress. I didn't know how to dance. Akshay was so good, and he was spinning me around and picking me up and doing all that. And I was so awkward. Like, I didn't even know how to touch his face. I still remember I went into the van and I started to practice touching the face because I was just awkward even doing that. Like, you know, the whole romantic, you know, the whole Bollywood song thing. So it didn't come naturally to me, you know. So if I could just go back and sit in a corner and say that, you know what, you're fine, just keep doing what you're doing, like, but enjoy it more. Yeah, I think that'd be nice to see me there. It was almost like my first film. I felt like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Taking it back to Houseful, you know, because we're ending this conversation, so we started from that and I want to end it with Houseful. I want to ask you that, did you know, like Houseful, of course, the previous ones we've seen it, they were more like a family comedy. This one became like adult comedy, come horror comedy. Did you ask the makers why did they change it? Was it because of the evolving times, the nature? Like, was that question even there as an actor for you in your head?
Well, I mean, I honestly didn't think that, you know, it was... a lot of times the way something is shot is different. When you hear it, is very different.
Yeah.
So when it translates, is different. So no, I don't think any of us felt like that. But yes, I do hear some such opinions, you know, coming. But then I feel, of course, times have changed so much. And other than that, there are all kinds of films, right? Like, what's that film called? I Am Zohan, the Adam Sandler film?
I think it's called I Am Zohan.
I Am Zohan, right? Yeah. Film. Or the Police Academy back in the day, or even Pink Panther, you know, like the whole series, even back in the day when, you know, we watched. I think there is sometimes to these comedies a certain way that they shoot, or there's certain jokes that they have.
Yeah.
And I feel that's just what this kind of film is. In fact, Aki and I were talking about this, and he's done such good work with, say, Airlift or Padman, and you know, so there are all kinds of films, and actors do all kinds of films.
Correct.
You know, that's all that I would say at this point. Really, some people have really enjoyed the film.
Yeah,
I mean, some people have not probably liked it so much, but everybody has an opinion.
True.
They're all entitled to one.
Yeah.
But I feel that one should be able to take a film in the tone in which it's made, instead of judging it in the same way that you would probably judge other films. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not defending it, but I just feel like that's how I would look at it if I was to see a film like this.
Yeah.
That this is what a Houseful franchise is.
Yeah.
And this is what the kind of jokes would be. And this is what an Airlift will be, or this is what, I don't know, like Desi Boys would be, or something else would be.
Sure.
It's just different, or a Hazaro will be, you know. They're all different films, different genres.
Yeah.
It's very important to have different kinds of films as well. You can't have the same tone and the same meter in every single film.
Correct.
It's not, I
think that for me is double standards then, because when we want to create, you know, content which caters to a whole wider audience.
Correct.
So ab ye bhi hai ek genre, and that's why I'm all like, yeah, have fun, yeah, enjoy. Everything cannot be dissected.
I mean, the fact that we've done well means there is an audience for that. You know?
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. Really. Yeah, that's what I think.
True. You know, because you're a beautiful woman yourself, right? And dealing with, I'm sure, your own set of insecurities as well as a person.
Oh, yes.
We all have those, right? When we look at ourselves in the mirror, I think we're the worst people.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
Always having
faults.
Yeah, like, baal kyun nahi aa rahe, ye kyun nahi aa rahe, etc. Whatever, X, Y, Z. Although that's not my question. My question is that we, as audiences also tend to objectify women, specifically female actors, right? And when they do something which is probably catering to their need, or let's say to look a certain way, they enhance their appearances, they are then shamed. And that for me is horrible. I just feel like it's so bad. We're all beauty appreciative people, but when somebody does something to enhance and feel confident, we're always trolled about it, right?
Yeah.
So how do you sort of feel about these things that happen around you, right, as a woman yourself?
See, I think it's like athletics, it's like science information that's available to you.
Yeah.
Sports, wherever, everyone's using, right? Whether it comes to nutrition, whatever the latest technology is. Similarly, I think if somebody is in a visual medium and is using something to enhance themselves, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It's their own decision. I have no moral judgment on that at all.
Yeah. Because we see so many young actresses getting trolled just left, right, and center for absolutely no reason.
No, I don't. I mean, if everybody else was in the same, say, for example, 15 years back, if this was the same, facility or same information or technology you had, you'd be doing that also.
Correct.
At 15 years back, 20 years back, 30 years back.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
If they had access to this kind of stuff. So clearly, a 50-year-old today and a 50-year-old way back looks very different.
True.
Because of course, not just cosmetic reasons, but nutrition, science behind, what to eat, what to do, how to live your life. So we are evolving with that. And I don't see anything wrong,
Yeah.
Does somebody overdo it? Maybe, but it's their idea of beauty. Who are you to decide?
Absolutely.
So I feel that unnecessary, which itna zyada they go into assassinating somebody's, whole character over it, ki ye kiya, wo kiya. It's just coming out of, pata nahi, I don't know what it's coming out of. But it's so unnecessary.
It's unnecessary.
It is completely, it's. I don't approve of that at all.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that, because I'm somebody who equally voices for it, because I feel so terrible when somebody goes through it.
Sometimes mujhko aisa lagta hai ki like maybe they feel that they're superior in hating on someone.
Yeah.
Or you think you're so and so, we will enjoy pulling you down.
Yeah.
Because we can.
Yeah.
Because we can comment, because we enjoy this.
True.
So we will sit here and judge and you watch.
Yeah.
Why? Like, I don't
Doesn't
see
make
any
sense.
It's okay when you have a constructive, criticism. I'm all for it. I will take it very well. And I'm looking for it sometimes, honestly. But trolling
Doesn't make
is so unnecessary.
Yeah. Hate, especially on appearance. Like, patle ho to problem, mote hai to problem, medium hai to problem.
I've
Koi
seen
size hi theek nahi
sometimes
hai.
so it's very, very demeaning stuff they say. It's very hurtful, and it says so much about somebody's mind and mentality, where they come from, what their families must be talking,
True.
how they describe women. I am shocked sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not done. It's very sad. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think probably the coming generation of women actors won't tolerate? Because the definition because the definition of feminism and awareness has evolved in a good way.
What they will not tolerate.
Yeah.
I don't know what they will not tolerate, but I think they will use their influence and their power as an actor to create more work which is for them.
Yeah.
Create characters for them which are stronger, which represents them, their style, their sense of fashion, their sense of freedom. I think that is something that I feel the new breed of female actors that are coming would be able to achieve.
Yeah.
Whether it is through their brand power or however, or the influence that they have on, and the number of people who are following them. So they have enough sort of standing to be able to use that for creating those kind of, projects, work for themselves.
Sure.
I think that would be interesting to see.
Yeah. I mean, you collaborate with Juicy Couture. How can we not mention that? Like, everybody loves Juicy, and it's such an international brand, and to do that for them on social media, I think that's brand power too.
Yeah. I think it's important to find, when you of course associate with the brand, even the brand comes to you when you represent them.
Yeah.
Of course. But it's also vice versa. Sometimes you can help the brand as well become you, so it goes both ways. But yeah, I would see that in the future forward. When they say that women are getting stronger, this is how I would want them to be seen stronger, by creating an influence and using it to create brands or projects or films and characters,
Sure.
That would be interesting to see.
Would you produce more stuff in the future?
Matlab, yes, it's a dream. I would love to. I would absolutely love to, and I'm struggling to. I would say because it's been a tough market and it's tough to put some things together. But I would absolutely love to. Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, before I let you go, my final question to you is: what's that one question you've always wished somebody would ask you but never asked you? कोई नहीं पूछता चाहिए आपसे.
कोई नहीं पूछता मुझसे.
कि हम इतना पूछ लेते हैं कि ऐसा कुछ बचा ही नहीं है.
ऐसा कुछ बचा ही नहीं है. I think क्या I don't know. I think you guys are very good at asking questions.
Yeah, we've probably checkmarked everything.
You've pretty much done everything. Yes, I can't think of it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Chitrangada. It's always such a pleasure chatting with you.
Yes, and you, absolutely. I love a chat with you.
Thank you. Your energy is warm, it's contagious, and now I have 4 interviews after this, which I'm sure are going to be great.
And Tarun's next.
Tarun's next, immediately after. That should be fun. Thank you, Chitrangada, for a lively long day ahead for you.
Thank you. Thanks, Aisha.